Hey everybody, welcome to TFT Tarot for today. Divine Dabblings with Oberon and me, Banshee. And it's me, Banshee, for my Material Matters segment. Your weekly tarot keys to success in business, education, and finance. Welcome everybody. Let's see what the cards have in store for us this week. We'll start with card for the collective. I hope everybody's doing well financially. You're not digging yourself out of any holes. Not letting the money go down the drain. And hey, it's a week before the week of my birthday. Woohoo! So I hope you've all been enjoying Aries season. I'm going to cut this, and of course we're using today again, whoopsie, the Sacred Creators Oracle by Chris Ann. Let's see what she's got for us today. Oh my gosh, I swear we just had this last week. But here it is again. And it says again, it's gratitude. Again. How funny is that? Real interesting. Well, you know, there's a reason it's coming up. So let's look at that. Did I say 37? I'm sure I did. There it is. Gratitude again. We live in a post-The Secret world, and during the last decade, we've learned a lot about gratitude, positive thinking, and what's possible with the right mindset. There are still many people who believe magical thinking is a load of poppycock, and even more who are fence-sitters who dabble now and then just in case it brings them $1 million check in the mail. I'm innocent of that. So it's time to get real about gratitude again. Every time we repeat something, we get better at it, right? Did you tie your shoelace the first time you tried to? Okay, maybe you did, but lots of us had to practice that shizzle. Gratitude is your secret mindset shifter, and engaging in a thankful perspective long term will shift how wonderfully rich your life is. Like sacred geometry spiraling from the center of a plant, gratitude grows in strength exponentially each and every time it spirals. Learning to live in a state of being grateful is part of your sacred story. Let go of any lackluster attempts you've experienced and call abundance into your life. This is a part of your medicine. How can you be more appreciative of the money you make and spend, the support that shows up in your life, and the love you already experience? When was the last time you kept a gratitude journal? How have you grown and learned since? And what new awakenings will change how you do gratitude the next time? Well, I just feel over the years, I've learned to live a life of gratitude. I feel that even the tough knocks in life, I'm grateful for the lessons and the experience. Maybe some of them I may not want to repeat again. But the point is that, I went through them, I'm better for them, and I am grateful for the learning opportunities that life provides, as well as the beautiful things we all experience in life at one time or another. Be grateful. Thank the universe for being here each and every day. All right, that's my message for today. And so before we get started with our readings for the collective, Let me give you a little bit of information about the week ahead. This reading is good for the week of April 10th through 16th, Sunday through next Saturday. The moon will be entering Leo on Sunday and going into Libra, while going from Libra to Scorpio on Saturday the 16th. Mercury, yes, will be entering Taurus on April 10th. Mars enters Pisces on April 14th, mighty Mars. And the full moon is going to be in Libra on April 16th. Of course, Palm Sunday is this Sunday, April 10th. Good Friday is April 15th, and Passover begins sundown April 15th. So you know what that means. The Easter Bunny's coming. All right. I like bunnies. What can I say? All right, well, let's get going with our friends, the air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. This reading is for you for the week ahead. Let's hope we have no turbulence in our financial markets this week, especially with, the holidays coming, the religious holidays and all. All right. Let's shuffle this up a little bit here. Friends, the air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. By the way, don't forget, this is the week before the week of my birthday. Sorry, I'm just going to keep plugging that. Okay, hey, guess what? Just like me, you guys are in a good mood. Air signs, you're starting with the focus of the week with the 10 of Cups upright. Woohoo! This could be about family, about happiness, about marriage and settling down, but this is the material realm. So what does it mean here for us? I think it means some great joy, with working with others. Everything seems very cooperative. So your focus for the week ahead is how to take that camaraderie and those good feelings that you have with others and magnify that into some money this week and some profits, that maybe all can share in, so all can be happy and, feel the spirit of, gratitude for each other and working together. Well, how best can you prepare for that focus? This is kind of ironic. We have the Lovers reversed. Well, ironic or not, I think what it's basically saying is, make wise choices. Make sure you're inclusive of others and their feelings. Don't make anybody feel left out in this week ahead. If this is a week of brainstorming, include everybody. If this is a week of problem solving, make sure everybody is heard and make wise choices. Make choices with integrity, with everybody's best interests at heart instead of just your own. Okay, our signs, what about people this week, though? Whether it be cooperation or conflict? Well, we got death reversed here. I'm thinking here to myself that death reversed is indicating that, others this week, well, they may have things on their plate. They may be, prepared. They may be in kind of a holiday mindset. So their mind may not be on their work. Things might be a little bit sluggish. It's also possible that this is indicating even, consumers, everything is so costly now. I do worry about the possibility here that, for those of you in retail, even in the grocery markets, etc., that maybe people will be dialing down their celebrations a little bit and not spending as much. And so there's a little bit of stagnation here in dealings with others in this week ahead. And ultimately, will there be forward or backward movement or no movement at all? Well, we got the 7 of Swords here. Ultimately, by week's end, I think I'm going to take this in a different sense. Well, not really, but the way I'm going to take it, the 7 of Swords here, is that I feel like air signs, you just have to look out for your best interests this week, ultimately. I mean, obviously include your team, your workers, but, if you guys, for example, are in retail or in grocery or in restaurants, etc., entertainment that might be looking for profiting from the week ahead, you just got to do, you got to think outside the box a little bit. You might have to be a little bit stealthy and sneaky against your competition to try to make sure that, you get the most out of this week ahead, because things are tight. Everybody is running tight this week. So you got to think outside the box and be crafty on how you present your products, how you present what you're doing, so that people will buy in. That's the best I can tell you. So it's up to you and what kind of ideas you can come up with to stimulate people's interest. All right, let's look at this again. So basically, I feel that, there's a congenial attitude, and I really think this is amongst your peers, your people you work with. This is among team members. This is with your superiors, your bosses. It's more in the environment of work, your financial advisors, even, and people like that. A lot of happiness, harmony, and working together just to ensure that the choices you make is inclusive of everybody. Be grateful for those who help you, to lend you a hand, and show support to others and include them in on problem solving, brainstorming, take their ideas into account, and make wise choices, because the market is tough right now. Everything is kind of stagnating, and we know there's some economic issues right now with the war going on and stuff. So, and food chain problems and different things, and price increases everywhere. So, you got to keep all of this in mind, that this might be a more sluggish holiday than normal. And ultimately, I feel here that you're just going to have to do what you got to do to, to try to maximize your profits this week. Or maximize your gains, whether it's manipulating money around in stocks, around investments, or whether it's working, in the retail and entertainment industry, how you sell your product to others. That's what I have for you, air signs, for the week ahead. Good luck with that. Hey, fire signs. Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. This week ahead this reading is for you for the week ahead. Excuse me. Hey, what's cooking for Easter, fire signs? Wonder if some of you are going to get the barbecues going even, All right. I want to give it one more shuffle. Okay, my friends, the fire signs, this is for you. Okay, your focus for the week ahead is the High Priestess reversed. Uh-oh. Something's not clicking, with your intuition, your gut feelings. You're not getting, things just seem off. You're not connecting with your inner self, which, may not seem important to you in the business world, in the world of money. But it is, there's all kinds of speculative ventures, the speculative investments, risk-taking, etc. So, we rely on our gut and our instincts a lot to make decisions. And this week, you might want to just, do more research and stick with the more practical, and try to talk to advisors and people who are experts in the areas to guide you instead of relying on what's inside. How best can you prepare for that focus? Well, okay, we have the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups is reversed. I'm upright. Sorry. Some of the cups on the Five of Cups are reversed. And that's what's important. And I think, fire signs, The best way to prepare for this focus is to examine some of the setbacks and losses you may have suffered recently. And I mean to really examine them, not dwell on them, not wallow in disappointment, but really to take stock and look at where you are, what you have left to move forward with. So it's a time to really assess, how much you can afford to risk at this time. Okay, what about people this week? Cooperation or conflict? Well, the Empress is reversed here. I will say that I don't necessarily see this as conflict, but what I do see is that there's limited creative ideas and solutions from others this week. Remember, I told you to seek out others for advice. It might be hard to come by. Maybe other people are experiencing a little bit of brain fatigue here because there's a lack of creativity, there's a lack of motivation. And it just seems like there's not a lot of help to be found. So where's that going to leave you by week's end? Whoa! It's the Two of Cups reversed. You figure enough of that, fire signs. You're saying, hey, maybe it's time for me to move on from relationships with, business partners or advisors, jobs, partnerships, teams that just aren't working for you. Maybe it's time to say goodbye and move on. It's time to make a change in your commitments to others. And this could also be for you bosses out there. Maybe it's time to, that you might be letting some people go who just are not, not fitting in the organization. So let's look at this again, fire signs. It looks as though, right now your gut is all over the place. I mean, I think you're very unfocused on an intuitive level. So this is a time to do your own research and really rely on the indicators you see and what they mean to you, on a practical level. Don't go with gut instinct on this. Go with what you know knowledge-wise to be true. I feel here one way that you can do this is to really assess some of the losses, maybe some risks that you've taken recently that have not paid out, and examine what's gone wrong, and also take stock of where you are right now and what you really are capable of investing in or working on right now, and what needs to be tweaked for success. Others around you right now just may not be that helpful. They just may not be with it. It seems as though creative ideas and solutions, problem solving is at a minimum. In fact, they may need a little nurturing and support right now from you, because maybe they're feeling some of the impacts of the economic downturn that's going on. But ultimately, in the end, you may decide to part ways with some people or some unproductive relationships, excuse me, in the business world, or possibly some job situations or, actual, businesses that you just decide are not going anywhere. It's time to make some new connections. It's time to try something different. And that's what I have for you, fire signs. Ooh. Well, hey, I'm not messing around. I am dry. So we're taking my water break right now. Hey, water signs. Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. What kind of financial situation will you be diving in this week? Let's take a look. All right, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. It's a repeat card. Bam! But it's upright. Your focus for the week ahead is the High Priestess. The High Priestess is upright. And I think hey, you're in your element, water. You know, this is kind of your intuitive nature will serve you well this week. Unlike the poor fire signs, I think here you're going to find that your intuition is on target. If you feel something's a bad investment, don't go for it. If you feel this is not the right time or it is the right time to take a risk of some sort, do it. Trust your gut, trust your instincts, trust your inner voice to guide you in making financial decisions in this week ahead. So how best can you prepare for this, this week and this focus? It's Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles is reversed. And, I think you have to let go of some things. In particular, well, number one, it may be clear here that you might have to let go of some money, do some spending in order to gain money. Sometimes that happens. Or place some money in an investment or account in order to save it. But in other words, you got to take it out of that pillowcase you might have been hiding it in or whatever. But this week, basically let go of something. And this could also be attitudes. Maybe certain attitudes that just don't work anymore. Policies, procedures that are outdated. Let them go and do a refresh. It's time to, to do something differently and to release some things. So what about people this week? Will there be cooperation or conflict? Well, I would be very careful with what people are trying to get you, what they're trying to coerce you into doing this week. It's the Fool reversed. The Fool reversed is indicating here that this is no time to take risks. Some people might be trying to talk you into some speculative investments, some shady deals, signing your name on things that, might be a little bit risky. I'd be very, very careful of what people are presenting to you and make sure you have all the facts and don't just take that leap off of this cliff. This is a warning to really think about it first, because this may not be something that you want to take a risk at this time. And ultimately, will there be forward or backward movement or no movement at all for you water signs? Hey, look at this. You have the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups is reversed. So I'm thinking here, water signs, that basically you should... It's going to be decision time by week's end. I think you have a big decision to make or a choice. You're going to be presented with, say, some kind of risky deals here or something. Your intuition may be telling you something, or it's time to let something go. I'm kind of recapping as we go here because I think it all kind of fits into this ultimate card here, that you have to make a choice or you have to make a decision on exactly what direction you're going to go in. And I would say, by looking at some of these cards, we'll go over this just a little bit more, there could be a lot at stake here. So be careful. Trust your own gut, maybe over what others are trying to sell you. But do recognize that this may be a time to release some things, to maybe spend some money or invest some money, let some things go that aren't working for you anymore, but you feel really attached to, but they're really not working for you anymore. Just be careful when others present you with what they think is a great idea, for a new investment, a new project, a new goal, something you should buy into. Any contracts that you sign, be very, very careful and read the fine print, because this is a cliff you may not want to go over. So all of this is leading you to some big, important decision or choice by week's end. And if you make the right choice, things will work out well for you. So choose wisely. Good luck with that, water signs. And finally, our friends, the earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Let's hope no catastrophes are erupting in your financial world. Oh my goodness. All right. Hey, Earth signs, your focus for the week ahead. How nice is that? Strength. So, this is a week, where you can take a gentler approach, a softer approach to things, a soft sell, as I like to say in advertising, where, you don't have to really push aggressively to get people interested in something. You can use your charisma, charm, your gentle nature in order to move things along. Sometimes, nobody wants to have an aggressive approach. Nobody wants to, nobody likes those calls where people won't let you go. They keep trying hard to sell you something. And if it was a more softer approach, it could go further. How best can you prepare for that focus? Well, by going with the flow of this week, I think. This is the Wheel of Fortune, upright. What a nice card. I think that this is a time where the energies are working. It looks like they're working in your favor. This soft approach could bring you a positive turn of events. Or maybe, since this is how best you can prepare for this focus, is you just have to realize that timing is everything. And maybe it's the way you approach people, the time you approach people, that will be very, very instrumental to your success in this week ahead. What about people this week, though? Will there be cooperation or conflict? Well, I don't think people will be able to move things along for you this week. This is on you. This is where, I don't want to say that this is thumbs down to your efforts by customers necessarily, but I do think this is that this might particularly relate to those of you who might be starting something new, like a new investment, a new a partnership with somebody, trying to get a loan. That's the kind of things that I think might be thumbs down where other people are involved this week. They may be, they may back out. There might be some backouts in deals or in, how they say, oh, your loan is approved in advance, blah, blah, blah. Well, they may not say no. So this is a week where others you might count on could let you down a little bit in the business world. But have no fear, Earth signs, because ultimately the King of Pentacles is here. So ultimately, you will rule the day. You will be able to actually come out ahead. You don't necessarily need these people, I feel, that are just giving you that thumbs down. So long as you keep working at it, put your effort into it, your organizational skills, make sure that, others understand their roles. And I feel that, your leadership abilities in the with your finances, and if you are a leader of industry or in corporations or in businesses, will carry you through positively by week's end. So let's take a look at this again. I kind of waffled there, but really you're in a position of strength as you focus on this week ahead. And I feel here that it's basically because the timing seems right. The timing seems right for a softer approach to things, and really, you should be able to get people to buy in with that approach. But you know what? There's always naysayers out there. There's always people out there who just are unwilling to budge and or maybe decide at the last minute they don't want to take a risk on you. But you should not let that get to you, because ultimately you rule and you will come out ahead by week's end, whether you have to go, whether you can convince people to climb on board with you or whether you have to go it alone. Just make sure, you're making practical, wise, sound judgments in relation to your money, and make sure that you lead, effectively your organization. Your organization skills will be very, very important too for your success this week. All right, Earth signs, good luck with that. And hey, everybody, don't forget to watch Mr. O's Goth Tarot every Wednesday morning at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, where you can find out about the little shadowy things that might need to be addressed in the week ahead. And of course, on Fridays will be his emotional exchanges, where we can check on our emotional thermometer for the week ahead as well. That's 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time every Friday morning. And don't forget, Saturdays, you want to get happy, don't you? Come to our happy hour, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and get a positive message from Spirit. And also our live streams twice weekly. Get free readings from us. Sundays from 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and Thursdays 7 to 9 p.m. And hey, what's this? Oh my gosh, it's the Tarot for Today logo in doll form. There are 3 of them. And you know what that means? We are going to have a giveaway. One lucky person will get a Tarot for Today doll made by Opal Luna, the author of Fiber Magic.
Yeah!
We're so grateful to her. We did purchase some dolls from her. And we love them. And don't you just want one? Don't ya? And no, we're not replacing the TFT kitties with these 3 cats. We're going to keep one of them, and one's going to go to our granddaughter who created our logo. So everybody, thanks for joining my show today. We'll see you next week. I hope you have a very financially beneficial week ahead. Bye-bye.